Hey, how's it, friends? I'm Mike. My friends call me Rizo, and today I'm going to give you what is probably the last of the garden tours of summer 2015. Today is September 5th, so it's the beginning of the Memorial Day weekend. And so I want to show you where the garden's at, and I think more interesting what I'm doing with some of the harvest stuff, and hope you enjoy. Let's go check it out. And just wanted to show you over here, this is where I dry my herbs, and this was just an old home-built shoe rack that the previous owner left here. So I just kind of covered it up, and you can see in here, right now I've got some holy basil and some oregano drying, but I'll show you some of my herbs. Been drying them out as I pick them, and they are coming from these herb plants towards the front of the garden. So here I've got some mint. These echinaceas are just starting to go. The oreganos, basil. That's a basil. Here's another basil and a third basil, all looking beautiful. The holy basil, I showed you I just took a bunch of flowering tops, but I've been picking these fresh, picking a little mint fresh, picking a little bit of chamomile fresh, and making the greatest teas in the evening. Just soothing, and I fall asleep like a baby, and I'm gonna give the tea some credit. Over here is my toothache plant, and this is one I put in a larger pot, and as you can see, it's growing some nice flowers. So I think some of them I'm going to try and, winter them and see if I can get them to rebloom next year. Anyway, next row back is the sweet potatoes. I dug up the first in the row sweet potato. Hi, Guy. And it was too small. I think I dug it up premature, and so I think I can keep these in literally for another month or two. So I'm going to keep the sweet potatoes going. In the back here, I've got 4 pepper plants, and I'm going to go actually check them out. Past the tomatoes. Here are my other peppers. Let's go back here and take a look at some of these peppers. So you can see, I think these are ancho poblanos, or are they chili rellenos? I gotta look at the map. Either poblano or relleno. But this one is really one I want to give me some peppers, and it's from that purple mystery pepper, I believe, that I had over in Santa Barbara. So some of my tomato plants, in fact, this whole tomato area, I've got 4 rows, 1, 2, 3, and 4. All the plants are big and green and beautiful, but I have no tomatoes. So this has been a real weird phenomenon in the garden that we have not been very stoked on, and I just need to look online and figure it out. But this is one of the things I just wanted to show in this video, is look at all these different tomato plants. And they all are big and green with no fruit. And here we are in September, and I really haven't had a tomato harvest. So I'm doing something wrong there. Anyways, in our hot pepper department, I'm getting all kind of goodies. So these back here are habaneros, and I have of these plants both red and orange, and I think there's a teeny one. You can see right now I'm not really harvesting them yet. All the fruit's still green, but there's going to be a ton of habaneros. Going over here are my black cobras, and I've been picking and drying all kind of black cobras. The 2 plants look great. This fatale bush, look how giant this is, and look how many fatale peppers I'm going to end up having. So a lot of fatales. There's 2 fatale plants. This one here is was a tiger's tooth, and I don't really see any fruit developing yet, but I'm sure it will because I've got the flowers, and all the other peppers seem to be doing it. But here's the 7-pot douglas, and look, there's a little pod, and I got a couple other pods growing on the plant, but that's 7-pot douglas, which is the hottest pepper plant I have here. Swinging back to the backside, I've got some jalapenos, and I've been making, and I'll show you my jalapeno jars just in vinegar. They're delicious, so I've been preserving them that way. And then my 2 banana pepper plants, this one giving me purple highlights, so I've saved seeds from that, and this one without the highlights, just a regular banana pepper. A yellow wax, I think it's also called. Otherwise, you can see I'm done with corn, making some compost, done with corn, done with sunflowers, all but the last of my pole beans. I see a pod right here, a bunch of pods actually. They're still a little wet, so I'm just drying the last of them, but I'll show you where my beans are at. Everything else pretty much played out. So I'm gonna cover, like I did here, everything with some straw, some compost, some mulch, and wait to break up the ground and replant it. This is a big chunk of seaweed from Malibu. I put the rest of it in the compost, but the big roots I like to have here. So that's the garden. Let's go check out what else I got brewing with the preserving of the crop that's been harvested. Cherokee long ear popcorn. Some of my better stocks. No. Come on, it's Attack of the Goats. Hey, come on. Here, okay, you can have the husk. No. Come on. Excuse me, move along. We're trying to do a shot here. Come on. Okay. So anyways, there you have it. Those are different colors of Cherokee long ear. So what I'm on the lookout for are really the best pods, and in every crop, the biggest yields, the healthiest plants, and from those I save the seeds, and these will be seeds that I'm going to use next year. And what's interesting in this particular bean, Ojo de Cabra, and this particular variety, every now and then it throws out some different. See, these are more of a solid dark purple color. So of course I'll save those as well. So anyways, I do my seed saving as I do my, crop work. It's a lot of fun.
My hands ready for me. I got a head full of ideas driving me insane. She makes me scrub the floor. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's farm. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's mom. I ain't gonna work for Maggie's mom. Cigar out in your face, just a kiss. This bedroom window, laying out of legs. There's no gun stands around this door.
So here in the bike shed is where I've been doing most of my drying. So you can see the sunflower. About half of them I've already shucked, and here's the rest of them waiting to be shucked, and then we'll get them all nice and either seasoned or whatever. So for example, here's my other bean, and this is Hidatsa shield figure. Strawberry popcorn. So there you have it, my friends. That's the garden, early September, and I appreciate you watching the videos. Have a good one. Oh, loosen up.